Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abraham. You know my partner, Albert Campman. Albert, let's do the Nick Plant segment of the show because old Nick's out there doing it again.
Yeah, we said last week, if you followed our show, that we would not be done until the track season was complete. And the reigning state champion did it again in the 800 on Friday with a time of 150.89 to claim the District 1 district title. That broke the district record again, which he set last year. He's just amazing what he can do. The stadium record used to be 152, so he blitzed it completely by 2 seconds. Ryan Adams of Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy had the record from 2015. Well, Nick, stay healthy, and we'll be celebrating a state championship here if you stay healthy, no question about it.
Yeah, that's when you think about it, consistency every week. You know, he's here. You know he's going to run a good time at Columbus.
Yeah, think about how great, now not good, great Nick Plant is. There's a kid named Martin in Pennsylvania that just ran a 3:57 mile. He's the fifth guy ever. He's the fifth fastest ever. It's high school. And remember, both our dads told us if you don't practice, there's somebody out there.
Somebody's going to get you.
They're going to get you. So, Nick, keep practicing because there's always somebody out there like that you're going to meet in college. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. No, you're not lying.
This one shocked me when it came across the wire. Marcus Hooker, right across the border from Newcastle High School, fifth year from Ohio State, transferring to YSU. What a get for YSU. If they can keep him out of trouble, keep him on the field. This is a Division I big-timer, George. We've been saying, clamoring for this over and over, saying if YSU is going to make that step up to get the great teams, they have to get players like Marcus Hooker.
No. This is a get. Now, like I said, get him right, get him out there healthy. He was not healthy last year. You get him healthy, you've got the kind of guy that
different man completely.
He's a transitional player.
Yeah.
He can make your defense good just being back there.
Yeah, so you don't get I watched him play basketball in high school. I would laugh because he would never come off the field. Everybody else was tired.
No.
And he was running sideline to sideline, intercepting passes. And I talked to his coach, and he said, there was no thought of me taking him out. I don't care what he did.
I got to tell you, this is back even. We were doing the officials. So I'm in the game, and there's this guy. He's up in the stands. He's got like a muscle shirt on. He's walking, carrying the basketball in like this.
What, like this?
Yeah, I thought it was like somebody's uncle, that had a game at the Y and come over to watch his nephew play. Little did I know that he would be in there, just
Marcus Hooker.
dominating, stealing. He was in the middle of that press, and tipping balls in and rebounding, and I'm like, oh my goodness, he can play.
No, pass play.
This is a get.
Ohio State doesn't take any player.
This is a get.
He's a five-star. So that's a
coach. You got a good one here.
Yep. So let's hope for Marcus to represent YSU tremendously and represent Newcastle. The fans will come over and see him play too. You're gonna get some new fans you didn't know you had.
Yeah, the Nukes.
But they follow their kids.
No, the Nukes. Now listen, in Pennsylvania, they choose where the game is because they have so many fans. They can't play a playoff game in just any gym.
Right.
And that's a true story. They won't tell you that.
We know that.
But it's a true story.
Another sport we haven't covered too often on here, lacrosse. Carly DiPolito. When I read this, I said, my gosh, her 200th career save at Canfield as they beat Akron St. Vincent St. Mary. Lacrosse is on the upswing, George.
St. V going to have some more bingos. They got to get more bingos. This 18, they're not used to this.
He's 18-5.
18-5, they're not used to having a 5. Good job. Good job,
one thing
Carly.
about lacrosse is, and I've talked to people, it's a sport that goes to college that people travel. If you're born in New Jersey, you could come to Westminster. If you're born in Wyoming, you would come to Ball and Wallace.
Well,
it's a sport because it's not played everywhere, George.
No, it's growing.
It's still growing, but it's growing like crazy.
It started in the Delmarva Peninsula, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia.
Okay.
And what has happened is you say, and see these colleges too, they're at a crisis. What is going on at Westminster, Geneva? Right. They're very much like a hospital in that they have to keep the beds full.
Perfect.
Now Westminster looks and They say, okay, not Ohio State now. When you're 40,000,
We're not talking about that. No.
Penn State, they got 50,000 students in Southern Florida, 65,000 in Central Florida. I'm talking about these little schools. They'll add lacrosse to get 50 students.
Yep, and the players like at Canfield who love the game
Absolutely
are looking for a place to
There's
play.
somewhere to play.
Yeah, that is awesome. So
and there wasn't always.
No, it wasn't. So congratulations, Carly, for a job well done. Goalies in every sport. If you're a goalie, you are the last line of defense, and you are the channel for winning. Congratulations to Canfield.
And also, let me say this. I know this sounds petty. I love when they beat St. V's because they just
anything, right?
This thing they pull in football and basketball.
Yes.
I'm so sick of that I can't begin to tell.
Right.
When you're out.
Well, I know the public school coaches hate him.
No.
Yeah, they hate him.
Absolutely.
They hate him. They come out and say it. Usually you stay behind closed doors.
Yeah.
No, they come out and say it right
Well,
away.
it's like the guy at the head of Pennsylvania. There were 3 great coaches went down there and got beatings. And he said if they had better game prep.
My.
I wanted to slap that guy myself.
Better game prep.
Let's talk MLB. Here's the story to me. Here's the story. Let's take him out after 4 L.
Pitchers.
Let's put his arm in ice. Let's get him a whirlpool. Let's rest him for 5 days. We don't want him to go through the order. They're all hurt anyway. What is the point? They're babying this Scherzer. He missed the World Series. Now he's going to miss 2 more months. You said that day, you said right in that seat, you said, you know what? They should have let Kershaw have that perfect game. He's not going to be. You didn't even know.
I knew.
You knew.
Yes. It's, Kershaw was going to break down. I'll say this about Kershaw and Scherzer. They have showed up for decades.
Yeah, and they'll show up if they can.
So if they're hurt,
yeah.
I mean, if they're out,
I got you.
They're hurt.
I got
Where
you.
some of these young whippersnappers, they get a pain in their right fingernail, and their agent says, "No, don't pitch this next game.
Shut them down.
And shut them down." And it's been started in the minor leagues. I had a buddy that has passed away that we used to talk baseball all the time. Minor leagues had two pitchers warm up to start the game because they knew that he wasn't going more than 3 or 4 innings. So I think about warming up 2 starting pitchers, knowing you're going to pitch 4 and you're going to pitch 4. And how are they going to pitch any more, George, when they get to major leagues? They've always been trained.
No, they're gonna,
If you pitch 4 innings,
6 or 7.
we're going to give you a hug at 4 innings.
I saw someone went 9 there. They almost fell off my couch.
Yeah, it doesn't happen too
It
often.
said IP, and I thought it was a mistake.
Doesn't happen too often.
No,
And what happens
they
is
won't let
the
it.
pitching changes make Major League Baseball hard to watch. It really does, because a guy could strike out 2 guys, and why is the manager coming out? He's not going to take him. Oh yeah, he is taking him out because the analytics say.
So my buddy told me the other day I get into. I have to quit
The
talking.
analytics say.
You know how they say religion and politics.
Yes.
Add baseball because we start friendly.
Right.
Then he said,
by the time he's done.
Well, you know the guy. What? He just struck 4 guys out. Don't tell me he can't come out there.
I know. I don't care what they say.
No.
They can tell me over and over.
Yeah, I don't know. No.
Also, they're saying the analytics. I sent George this thing today. They like the way the in-game
What
management.
could you like about? Now,
We're talking about the Pirates.
We're talking about that for a minute.
It's the most amazing thing.
First of all, the Indians were 9 to 5 yesterday. Someone should have an investigation. But the Pirates, even more so. The guy hurts his arm after 2 pitches. So now you swing the whole batting order around. You bring in a guy. I said, Pirates, today's their day. Well, he lost by 2 touchdowns. He likes something.
But I don't mind them saying we need to get. Instead, in the interview, Charrington said, I like the way our team's doing things in-house. I like the way we're making strategy decisions. I like the moves we make.
What moves?
And I'm thinking to myself, see, this analytics is so out of control. Just because you put a left-hander in the face of a right-hander, it's a good move.
They got guys running into each other in the outfield. They sent this fat guy the other day, I swear to you. Albert, it was a fly ball 30 feet behind first base. Nobody. Minnie Minoso wouldn't have scored on that. Ricky Henderson. They threw the guy out by 10 feet. No. Someone's good. In my mind, I want to get that third base coach.
It was a good decision, they said. Good decision.
What was good about it?
I know. I don't understand it either. One thing Georgia said last year, you kept reading about their defense being better. They're second in the major leagues in errors this year.
I don't see it.
No, but if they want to use analytics and data, I just know they're second in the major leagues in errors. What else can I go by, George? If you're going to tell me numbers,
Well, guess what? They have the largest they're minus 88 runs already.
I know, I saw
They're
that.
going to be minus 350 runs for the year. And he likes what he sees.
I know, it's
Just think if he didn't like it.
I know, it's amazing.
Hey, also, let's add, we're going to add to this pitching. The hitting stinks.
It's because of the style. And, you can put our show on for the last 2 years, and it comes up all the time, that it's not going to change. Because when your 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th hitters are trying to hit home runs, and you're not a home run hitter, or they try to tell you're a home run hitter.
Are they on a knob?
Oh.
Or they choke up with 2 strikes?
No, there's no choke. McNeil from New Mets is the only guy who chokes up in baseball. He's the only guy I know. Bonds choked up in over 700 some home runs. They are down the end.
Off the knob.
And their cut is
What's that called?
I don't know.
There's a name for it. There's definitely a name for that upswing that
Yes.
they have. But no. Launch angle.
That's
Now, let's talk about the game itself. The other day, they had a pretty good little beef, White Sox and Yankees, and it was a bench clear. And what ends up happening? Somebody says something, another guy takes exception, they're running off the field, they bump
I saw
shoulders,
it. I watched it
whatever.
live.
But here's the
Nothing
thing.
happened.
No, but here's the thing that we're never going to sort it out. Because Donaldson says the guy referred to himself as Jackie Robinson years ago. Said, I'm the new Jackie Robinson. So now he's calling him Jackie. La Russa and the player are determining that as being racial.
Right.
I won't say racist.
Right.
I'll say racial.
Right.
And Donaldson saying he referred to himself as that.
Yeah, it's how you look at it both ways. It's not going to change. It's not going to change anything. I saw it happen. Nothing went down.
Yeah, no punches.
Yeah, there was no punches thrown. So it was a lot of talking. Like it made.
I know if I run out there, I'm not running right for judge. I know that. Would you? I'd run for somebody
a little bigger, everybody else out there, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, how do you measure intent? How do you know what the guy meant?
You don't.
You can't.
No.
We've talked about this, and I'm on the other side of things like this. Like, I don't want to see anybody punished, lose their job for a mistake, a slip.
Right.
Now you get nasty or something, that's different. But man, oh man, we're at the point in our society. If you make one look, get him off the air, get Campman out of there. He made a mistake.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Now, here's my thought, and you know me, I don't like this guy to start with. The 2 DUIs are enough for me. Seems like the Russo's involved. Anytime there's a hit bat controversy or whatever, that little beady-eyed sucker's involved.
77 years old, still managing. Think
Oh
about
no,
that.
I know, and they're he's got a good team.
They're not playing good though.
No,
they're not playing.
No,
good.
they're not playing well. I don't know what's going
No.
on. Here's the guy that the old better on himself, Kirk Cousins. Don't re-up, play and let your play do your talking. Judge.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Major League general manager, president, owner, what is going to offer him. Because I think a big one's coming.
Is he a break the bank guy?
Yeah, it's going to ruin a team again. That's what these always do. Every time they put big money into one player, unless it's the Dodgers, Red Sox, or Yankees, they could go again. But
Just print some more
other
money.
than that, if he goes to another team and he does not play, I mean, let's say he falls apart, you just wasted your whole payroll on one guy. I would never do it.
Especially
I
for a
can admit,
pitcher.
I would never do it.
Never.
I wouldn't do it on anybody.
Yesterday, Phillies were a little bit of a bad spell. Dodgers were running red hot. The game comes on, and I'm watching the game now. So they run the FanDuel odds. They're in play. And for some reason, I said to myself, the Dodgers were up, but I know you get the guy on second. Mm-hmm. And I thought to myself, it was 2-something back. And I thought, you know what? I wish I was better on my computer because I had nothing.
Just a feel.
A hunch. Mm-hmm. And they didn't score, so now it's 3-2. And the Phillies, it appears they're going to get out of it, the Dodgers, and a ground ball to Muncy.
Yeah, he booted it, yes.
And I mean, booted it so badly, the guy from second scored also. And when it wasn't even, he could make that play. If you blindfolded him, he could make that play.
Yeah, he sat on the ground. He was so upset with himself.
Oh,
yes.
absolutely. And when I say it was a grounder, I'm going to go back and call it a roller.
It was.
It was. And we've talked about the Pirates. They keep getting worse. They bring Pujols in. I mean, now let me ask you. You're an old timer as far as baseball.
Right.
Is it insulting that he comes in to pitch?
No. Not
Because
you have 18 runs. No, because the game's you want to save your team. save your things. You have to do it. That's what you have to do. I would
But
do the same
usually it's
thing.
the team behind. It's
Yeah.
the team behind.
Yeah, but I would do it too. You're saying
They lost the pitcher opening pitch.
yes.
Okay, let
Yeah,
me
they
ask
did.
you. This is you, old school. Would you be okay with a 10-run rule in the majors?
No, I don't.
Then
believe
it's
in
not
that.
Major League
No,
Baseball. Is that what you're saying?
it's Major League Baseball. You play 9 innings every night. You play 9 innings.
I got one for you because the people around here in this area, dependent upon their cable provider, you had to watch that game on streaming. Now I'm asking you,
why I didn't watch
can
it.
you? But can you imagine anyone even wanting to watch that game, let alone?
Well, that's the problem. They're
having
not
to
any good.
find
But if they happen to get good, I still won't watch it on stream.
not
That's
watching
what
it on
I'm saying.
stream.
Yeah.
No.
There are a million young kids will though. So it's just me. I'm not hunting down to watch a game. I don't care who's playing. I'm not streaming when I don't know how to stream to begin with, but how to get there. So it's the major
Now,
difference.
let me ask you, because we've gone to games together a couple of times, and you've made the statement, just wanting something to root for. Literally, the baseball season is over in May. That's tough.
Yeah, I don't go. See, I still went to 30 games a year. I went to when they were lousy, good or bad. I just like baseball.
But you had a stretch where they were pretty good. When Clint was
years.
there.
3 years. They had
Yeah,
3 years.
Clint was there. They were
But
pretty
I had
good.
5 years before that. They were
Oh,
just
yeah.
like they are now. I mean,
Yeah.
don't think this is anything different. Pittsburgh had teams like this before. But I still went because I love baseball and I love being outside. I love everything about it. Hey, my story has nothing to do with the Pirates. It has everything to do with Hurdle, what they did there.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with the Pirates. I would still go to the games. I'd have been to 10 games already.
You don't pull that on a human being.
No,
You don't
not
fire
somebody who
them.
had 3 playoff teams and is a great person. And now who do they blame now? That's what I want to say. Why?
Shower Shelby.
But I'm
He's doing
saying-
a good job.
I don't know if he's doing good or bad, but don't blame Hurdle.
No.
That's,
No.
Jeez.
No. Is Bieber hurt?
Yes, no question.
No.
Yeah, he's done. Unless I take the year off. I would tell him to take the year off. He's down 90, 89 now. He was throwing 96, 97 before.
Well, something's wrong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's hurt. Yeah, that hurts Cleveland so badly, and that's why you can't pay money for people. You can't pay. All it takes is one guy going down, not being the same person he was.
Especially pitcher.
Yeah, done.
And as we said, the Pirates have the worst run differential in baseball. Even worse than the Cincinnati Reds, who started like 3-19. That's hard to believe.
No, it really isn't because I'm a baseball fan. Because when they lose some games. That's why I think that's
18-4.
really a misleading stat.
18-4.
See, somebody's writing that to making money. When you lose 18-4 and 21-6, it's a loss. So I don't count.
So you win 3-2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're only a game
but
off.
but you lose 17 runs. So I'm saying run differential. They're writing that. It means 0 in baseball. 0. Whitey Ford, they say he's not a good pitcher. All I know, he won 6-5
3-2,
or
2-1, whatever it was.
So if you
He
ask him
won.
what his ERA was,
Yeah.
You want to win games. That's the bottom line.
Absolutely. Now, the NFL, the teams are all getting ready. Steelers are early. OTAs. Locally, obviously.
They're ready already. They're starting already.
Absolutely. mid-May. Yeah, you got to, but when I look at
I
my
guess I know why they don't go.
it's
I guess I
3
know why
weeks in May.
football players don't want to go to these
No.
things. Jeez.
And there's only one thing for the Browns. There's only one question.
Yeah.
How long is Watson? Let's talk about.
Has anything come up on that yet?
They had a meeting last week. Now, here's what we got to talk about. We got a buddy who's an agent. He's got a lot of undrafted guys. This is a big week for them. If they can get in there and make a name for themselves, and possibly the difference between hanging on the squad at $700,000 and being on the practice squad at $100,000 is night and day.
You know, it's really interesting talking to the agent George talking about. I think they have their mind made up already. I'd like to talk. I don't think
3-4 positions maybe.
maybe 2. That's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody. They're not cutting a 5th round draft choice. They're not cutting a 3rd round draft choice.
No, they can't.
That's what I'm saying. So I think their mind's made up.
They can't for 2 reasons. One, the obvious is the money. Secondly, they admit they made a mistake.
Right, both.
We made a huge mistake. Now, they announced the schedule. Now, obviously, before we know what happens, you can't look and go, boy, there's a good game. Maybe Oakland won't be good.
We've
Las
said
Vegas.
this again. Once again, it's
know.
one of our themes we're talking about.
Let's wait and see.
I hear the kingpins, and George listens way more than me. But I hear the kingpins saying the team's going to be great this year is the Philadelphia Eagles because their schedule's so bad. And I'm thinking, how do they know their schedule's bad?
No.
Based on last year.
Yeah, that's
The same teams are last year,
dumbest thing
based on
ever.
last
It's the
year.
dumbest thing ever.
That's what it says. They're saying, oh no, they're gonna go flying over the total. They'll be easy bet because they're gonna. I don't understand.
They're saying the Giants are going to be better too, and they play them.
How do I know that their quarterback and wide receiver get hurt in the first
And the
game?
Cowboys, no, you have no
Okay,
way.
so that's what
If
they're
you
saying.
did know, you didn't know. Who really knows? Nobody. That's who
knows.
really.
Yes.
Now, on paper, it looks like they really catered to that Thursday night football as far as their
They probably
matchup.
did. They probably did.
But you know,
Is that Amazon?
That's Amazon.
Jeez.
That's who
I have
it
a
is.
feeling they put some money out there.
Absolutely. Now, here's one thing for sure. Once Tom Brady retires, you'll see plenty of them.
Oh, I see too much of them already.
That contract, 10 years, $375 million, it borders on obscene.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
And you always say what's funny. They don't listen to you because you don't care who's announcing.
No,
And I don't listen anyway.
You don't have the sound on.
No, I don't
so-
care. No resolution in the Watson case. It's big. If he gets 8 games, it's much different than if he gets 4 or 5.
I thought maybe you had a thought on that.
No,
I'm
last
sorry.
week they had me. No, he's got the best lawyer. He's got that Rusty guy. If anyone can pull out something, it's that guy. But, you know, I just think that they're at least going to give him 4 or 5.
I thought that all the way until the third game was a national televised game. And I thought the NFL finds a way to use everything they have to get people to watch. So I thought it'd be 5 games. Now I wouldn't be surprised he's playing in game 3.
Mayfield still no movement.
Where's he going to do?
I thought Carolina, when I thought they would grab him.
Nobody wants him. That's interesting.
You know, it's funny because I know
They have to eat his contract? Is that why?
well, that's the problem.
Because he's one of the top 32 quarterbacks.
That's what I
don't understand.
That's what I
Some
say.
teams would take
I
it.
thought Seattle would grab him. You mean he's not better than that
They
kid
like-
from Denver?
They like Locke. I know.
Oh, Albert.
I know.
You know better.
Yes.
Now, one thing about this time of year, though, you said it. Everyone's going undefeated.
Yeah,
It's amazing. It's going to be a tough year when everybody wins every game.
You know,
a lot of
fans
options.
believe it. The fans do believe it.
And I think that Watson's suspension will determine the whole division. Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and Baltimore.
it's a good division.
And if he's there,
It's a good division.
absolutely. Let's talk NCAA football. There's already been some fireworks. And who was it? It was Jimbo and Nick, the $19 million men.
Yeah, NIL has done that. Made enemies of friends for life, and it's a crazy. It's out front money being given to kids. We don't know how good they're going to be.
Before it was underneath.
Yeah.
No more.
No. So
So what do you think? These guys.
I'd rather have it underneath. To tell you the truth. I mean it.
This guy these two make $19 million. Are they the last guy to cry wolf?
Not for me. I told you I'm different. Everybody thinking. If George's a teacher and taught for 40 years, and a rookie teacher came in, I think you deserve more money.
Okay.
And I think that they're great coaches. They've earned. There's kids playing college football. They're not played one down.
And they're giving them.
No, giving them $10 million.
Yeah.
So I see it completely different, and so I don't talk to people about it because it just causes an argument. I think if you earn that, I think Nick Saban has made money
Well, Jimbo got 10 years before he got there. He got $100 million before he coached the game.
because they knew he'd get number 1 class. That's what they hired him for. So we're going to change it.
Do you think? Here's my question. They were pretty good. They did beat out. They
beat
got
Alabama
on
last year.
October 8th.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you. Without NIL, could he have gotten this class?
0
I don't
chance.
know that.
I'm going to say no chance.
You just think no?
No chance.
They wouldn't have paid him under the table.
They were bought.
Okay, now Nick says he bought his entire team. That's what, and I thought Nick was just coaching his boosters up to kick in more money.
He did. That's
You
what he
know.
wants. That's what he wanted. But they did. But it's not illegal.
No, and we
I don't
said-
like it. It's not
and-
illegal.
well, technically, you're not supposed to use it for recruiting. I know it's. I can't even say it with a straight face. We knew A&M would rise, though. We did say
said that a long time
Hey,
ago.
tons of players still in the portal. Where we'll be, huh?
That's the problem with the portal.
yeah.
There's problems with all this stuff in my mind. But the portal, if there's 200 jobs that are out there and 1,200 guys going to portal,
Someone's not getting-
1,000 people aren't getting scholarships.
You know who's really losing?
So now they're trying to get down to Division Two.
we know who's
they're trying to
losing
get
in this, don't we?
They're trying
High
to
school seniors.
totally.
They're taking the beating.
Poor baby dolls are playing their butts off now.
They're taking the beating.
They had a scholarship offer to Rutgers, and they got the calls that we're taking it down.
Well, how about if you were going to YSU and they got Hooker?
Oh, yeah.
You're out.
That's what I'm saying. You just lost the scholarship. You had a chance.
I agree 1,000%.
Yeah.
I agree 1,000%. The Pitt wide receiver finally, I guess he thought if he waited a while, they wouldn't know it was already done. Addison, he played it cool, waited a little bit like they didn't know. We knew he was in Southern Cal 2 months ago.
Yeah, that was a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, guess what? I didn't realize this. I heard a guy talking. The season's only 3 months away. It's coming. And
They always come and go so fast.
How about that opening week?
They come and go so fast, George.
Now, these NIL deals these college kids are making, I don't think college kids or coaches are used to players making – the pros, they expect it. Now it's going to be in the college. There's assistants that don't make what the Tennessee quarterbacks make.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan that hates it so badly that you're telling me that offensive guard is more important than your assistant coach.
Yeah. Pay-wise, yeah.
No, that's what's it's passed. Yeah. $300,000 was not enough.
Yeah. And you know what else too?
A scholarship for $300,000.
And you know what else too, Albert? These college football coaches.
Was I ever treated like I was that low caste bomb?
No.
That's what they were saying because they're not making money. And they're getting treated like low. They got money. $300,000 scholarship to go to college.
Yeah.
Okay, so it really kills me.
They don't have money for pizza. They go, oh, shut up.
They get money for that too, though.
And these
do get money for that.
Coaches are the highest paid people in the state, like Alabama and wherever.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, PGA golf, Tiger had to withdraw. He was beat up. Thomas wins in the playoff. I thought some guys spit the bit.
They all bit the bit. I watched it closely. They all did. Yeah.
Hey, we got to do John Daly on Friday, though. We have to do it. We owe it to our fans. He played 18 holes, all right? 21 lung darts, 21 cigs, 12 Diet Cokes, and 8 bags of peanut M&Ms. No water, no nothing.
And that's how he's made his name.
Yeah.
He won that big tournament. He won it once.
Yeah.
Once he won it, and he kept this up. There are John Daly fanatics out there.
They wait in the parking lot for him. He drinks beer with them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's like a tailgate.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, I have one thing for you to talk about. Would you agree with me that any dope that yells "get in the hole" on a tee shot par 5 should be taken off?
They're trying to be on TV.
Just take them off the course. We talked hockey previously. Quite exciting. Now, here's something interesting. The Game 7s in the NHL, but we knew this. The last 44, 22-22 home and away.
Say it all the time. Just get in. Well, that's my line for hockey in the NHL. Just get in. You have a chance to win. Yeah, in the NBA, if it's a Game 7, you got to really play your butt off.
Yeah, Phoenix,
they beat somebody.
They played horrible.
Yeah, that's one. It happened. So but they're writing about that a lot too because that should not happen in the NBA. But in NHL, happens all the time. George.
The NBA 3-0, Golden State. They're going to win one of the next 4. It's whether they're in to not win it in. The East still up for grabs. Game 4 is a big one. 3-1, I would say Miami. 2-2, flip a coin.
Right.
Do you say the same thing?
Same exact thing.
Injuries for Jimmy Butler. Are they supposed to play Monday night?
Are they playing or not?
Hero is not.
Are they?
Hero is out.
Okay.
Hero is out. Jimmy Butler's
I never seen so many people hurt in basketball in my life.
Let me ask you.
There are more people sitting out.
Oh yeah.
Now I can understand hockey because they're getting killed.
Yeah, get your teeth knocked out there. Hey, real quick on this NBA. Do those two play the best D to you? Miami and Boston, in your mind, are they the two best defensive teams?
I guess I don't know. I don't. I just think the team's missing threes.
You're missing 3.
That's my feeling.
NBA draft order. I don't get excited. I mean, do you get excited?
Well, you know, I can't even tell you who got the first pick. You know who got the first pick?
Yeah, Orlando.
Orlando did. Okay.
I still think the overtime's the best thing in sports. We agree on that.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
And we also agree, play the overtime. This idea that they both have to get the puck like it's going to Dairy Queen. NFL, give me a break.
What are they doing? They changed the rule in the NFL, did they not?
Oh, yeah.
I think they changed it in
absolutely.
the playoffs.
No, they did. They did change.
Yeah,
Now, can the Mets hold on without Scherzer?
Yes.
They're good enough.
Yeah, they got a nice
you know what I
lead.
say, too? Who's falling? Braves don't seem to be interested. The Phillies forget.
Well, the Mets have enough. Remember, I'm talking about hanging on to get in the playoffs. I don't know if they're going to win it all.
I agree.
But they got enough to hang on that far.
You heard it here. Thanks again for watching Bottom Line Sports Talk. We'll see you next week.